Hey, hoping everyone is good, hoping everyone is great. Listen, this is not the first official episode of 2026. It will come on Wednesday, but this is an announcement, okay, for the top of the year. Now, listen, Seasoned Dialogue with Lisa Marie is my baby. It is the pinnacle of coming out of a place of some deep healing. And last year I tried to do something different. Many times what we do is we navigate in changes. We may have an idea and we just want to test the waters. And I'll be honest that I'll even say before the halfway of the year, I wasn't feeling it. But instead of abruptly just killing the change and going back to what I knew best, I took a whole year to kind of plan out how I wanted Seasoned Dialogue with Lisa Marie to show up in the podcast space. And so I'm happy to announce, baby, that we have changes. Listen, before I go into all of this, I will invite you to subscribe to the email newsletter. You can navigate by going to www.seasondialogue.com, going all the way to the bottom and just signing up for the newsletter. And for those of you who did receive the newsletter for the first of the year, the top of the top, my baby, you already know the changes. But for those of you who do not know, I will let you know. Every Wednesday, we'll be having an episode. Yay! We're going back to weekly episodes, and to be honest with you, this was an easy one for me. Having the episodes come out every week, not only did it do something for me, but I heard the feedback from each of you and how many of the episodes really resonated with you. Now the changes that are happening is, all right. So in the 3 years that I have been in this space, going to events, being a speaker, or just doing poetry, I have met some amazing people. And in that time, I've also collaborated with many people in different functions. And so with reciprocation, I'm now adding where I'm adding people. I'm adding people to be a part of the podcast where I'll be asking questions, we'll be engaging in conversations, and that will be once a month. So you'll have a new person that will be a part of the podcast where there will be an interview style, or you'll just hear what they got to say on a subject that matters to you. Additionally, I have a new feature that I want everyone to take advantage of. So again, if you go to www.seasondialogue.com, my babies, I have a new feature that I want you to navigate. I want you to go to the menu and you'll see where it says podcast. I need you to tap on Seasoned Dialogue with Lisa Marie, and you'll kind of get a description of Seasoned Dialogue. But if you scroll down, you'll see a new listener call-in feature. I want you to take advantage of that. And basically what that is you're going to tap that recording button below that description, and you're able to share anything that you're navigating, whether that is a situation where you're not sure on how to navigate through, whether you have a question, whatever it is that you want to share. Now listen, when you record, you're also giving me permission to utilize your voice in the beginning of the podcast, because it will be the opener where that question or that gauging situation that you need clarity on will be discussed. You do not have to leave your name. I will repeat. You do not have to leave your name, but in order for this feature to work, you do have to leave your email address. I will not be sharing your email address through this podcast episode, but in order, again, for it to go through and for me to receive it, I must have your email address. And if you would like to remain anonymous, I will introduce you as anonymous, and then we'll let your voice play. I thought of this because there are so many things that we are navigating, and so many things that perhaps we have not tapped into on the podcast. And so I want to open that up to be an opener so that we can fully discuss and that you can get the answers that you need. So I want you to take advantage, please, ma'am, please, sir, of that feature. Tap and leave a message. And I also want to say now, listen, we grown, okay? And I feel like I don't have to say that, but sometimes you do. This is not a space of negativity. This is not a space of meanness. This is a space of intentionality, wholeness, and love. So if I ever get a recording of something vile, disrespectful, just know that I will personally handle it. 'Cause baby, I don't play those games. So when you record something, make sure that it is in line with what is requested. Okay? Because some of y'all like to play. I know it's not none of y'all, but you know. The other thing is, the last thing that I will be introducing in the middle of February, and I will have a concrete date, probably the next episode that I will roll out. I want to bring in people just like y'all, everyday people, and I want to discuss anything that you want to discuss. So I want to add you into the podcast, and how that'll happen is I'll have a sign-up sheet, and you'll be able to type in your name, your email address. If you have an organization or you have a story to tell, I want to invite you in that space. This is important to me because it's build community, right? And I also don't want to starve a voice that needs to be heard. And if you feel liberated to do so. So again, there will be a sign-in sheet. You can put your name, your email, and your story. If you have an organization as well, I invite you to sign in as well. And so that I can invite you into that space. You can talk about it if it's something that you do that can help the community of people who are listening. Let's bridge this. Let's make this a community. And this is the thought process in 2025, my babies, that I have been working on, and I'm glad that it's here. Okay. All right. And the last thing, I can't tell you how many messages that I have received over time about me doing an audio book, or me doing, like a morning meditation. Babies, I thank you. So I did open up something, and it's called The Gentle Hours with Lisa Marie. And basically, my babies, it's just a soft place for you to land. And it comes every Monday at 7 a.m. This is separate from Seasoned Dialogue with Lisa Marie. So you have to look for it in Spotify, Apple, iHeart, wherever you get your podcast. But it is called The Gentle Hours with Lisa Marie. And so every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's a new episode to set the intention for the week. And also, if you would like to subscribe to it, they'll get bedtime stories that will happen every Monday at 7 p.m. And again, that is to set the intentions for the week. So it's a weekly reminder that will come out 7 a.m. in the morning and 7 p.m. for the bedtime stories. And so there you got it, baby. Okay. And I invite you to sit in that space for the opening of your week and just to breathe. Really is just to breathe. One thing I found out about 2025 real quick was how heavy it felt for everyone else. And so I did utilize 2025 to record all of these episodes for 2026. And so I hope that you join me there with The Gentle Hours with Lisa Marie. And you can tap in as well. It is integrated into YouTube. So if you follow me on YouTube as well, you can hear the audio of the morning set Mondays, again at 7 a.m. I hope that you have listened attentively, okay, with intention, with everything that I have new going in. And I cannot wait to meet you back here this Wednesday, okay, January the 7th. For the first episode of Seasoned Dialogue with Lisa Marie for 2026. And we're going to be digging deep into some real meaningful things. Thank y'all so much for being here. And I am so glad that many of you stayed and gave me your input, baby. All right. See you guys on Wednesday and every single Wednesday.